Okay, hi everybody, and welcome to video 2 on how we can make some money with the Page One Infiltrator software that a lot of us have gone and invested in, because it is an investment. It's going to make money. In fact, as I see it, it's probably one of the easiest ways to make money with local marketing, and even with some of the big sites as well. You can sell these reports to some of the big sites that aren't ranking very well in big niches, and they're going to buy them. But let's have a look at the ranking factors for the USA now. As far as Google is concerned, courtesy of searchmetrics.com. Facebook shares, okay, 0.37. Number of backlinks, so backlinks is still important. Facebook shares. Facebook total, so that's likes, shares, reposts, Facebook comments, Facebook likes, tweets. So you can see the social side of things actually coming in now to the search metrics that we're actually looking. Keyword and domain name, percentage of backlinks with keyword, backlinks with stop words, image count, keyword in URL. You see that's still a positive, okay? Keyword in description, keyword in the title, keyword in H1, okay? So that's dropping, but nevertheless it's still a factor. Title character lengths, AdSense blocks are not good, clearly. Add links in your post, you know, AdSense as well, because Google is looking at sites for quality content and user experience, as they call it. So these things to Google are less important now, and they don't really like to see them. Position of the keyword in title, the character of the keyword itself, position of keywords in the title words, and word count, okay? So these are things that are dropping on Google, and these are things that really are still important, and clearly these are the things that are really important now. So the social side of search engine optimization. So if you've ever thought, well, maybe that doesn't matter and I can still rank sites with just backlinks, yes you can. You know, there's no two ways about it. It depends on how competitive the niche is, but if you've got this arsenal as well with the social links, then clearly you're going to have an advantage. I'm on Google at the moment, okay, and I'm going to search, because if you remember in the last video I said that one of the most important customers that we can actually get is an accountant. Now I'm actually looking for this guy here, which is Andrew Turford and Company, Chartered Accountants in Newport. It's got a local telephone number, that's 01633, that's Newport, okay, so I know he's a local business. Now if we search an accountant's Newport, he's not in the local listings. Now let's go into maps and see if he's in maps anywhere, and he's certainly not on page 1. He's certainly not on page 2, so unless this guy doesn't want clients, which is highly unlikely, he needs to do something about it. So this is how we can use this report. Now we can go and see this accountant, and we can say, look Andrew, you're not ranking on Google's first page for Accountants Newport or Accountancy Newport. I've done all these search terms for him, and he doesn't rank for anything. This is, before we go back to that, this is actually the report generated in a HTML format by Page One Infiltrator. And if you see here, this is my website logo, okay? Page One Web Marketing Cardiff, and we find that we've got a link there pointing back to the site, name of the business there, and then we've got the telephone numbers there as well, okay? And we've got a strap line, getting your business noticed on the World Wide Web through search engine optimization, Google Plus business pages, and video search engine optimization. So let's go back to our accountant now. Let's have a look at what he's actually doing. And this is his website. Now the first thing you notice, it's actually made, if you look at the top there in the tab where I'm just highlighting now, he's actually had his website built by Yale.com. What do Yale.com know about building websites and search engine optimization? I can tell you almost nothing. From around 2002 to about 2010, when they were building sites, and I think they still do it as well for customers, but there's no search engine optimization on this. The word count is terrible, so I've done a report for him on that. This is the PDF version of that report. And you notice here, SEO analysis report created by Page One Web Marketing in Cardiff. It's branded again. We can print this off and take it with us. And that's exactly what I suggest we do with this accountant, because we can go in, we can sit down, we can make an appointment to see him. Maybe we're just pretending to be looking for a new accountant, so you can repeat this many, many times in your area. Or maybe we are actually looking for a new accountant, and he's going to be extremely interested in what we do, because the clients that he has on board, it's in his interest to make sure that their phones keep ringing as well, not just his. So he's going to be very interested as soon as you walk through the door and show him who you are. And then you can simply enhance the conversation as you're going through it. So, well, I've actually done a report on your website. I don't know if you realise this, but you're not actually ranking page 1 for the main keyword, which is Accountant Newport. Your Google Places listing is, well, it's in position I think it's in position L, quite frankly, so it's a long way down. You're missing out many opportunities for gaining customers on Google. So he's going to be extremely interested in that, and you've probably got yourself a client there and then. This is how this stuff works. We're looking at his website now. His website isn't very good. Now, I'm going to take this report over. I'm going to go and see this guy now, and if you notice, it's personalized now. It's SEO analysis report created by Page One Web Marketing Cardiff. So I'll go along to this chap now, and I'll say, well, I'm looking for a new accountant local to me. Now, as soon as you introduce yourself, this guy's going to be very interested in what you actually do, because you're a search engine optimization consultant, and he already knows his website isn't doing very well. So he's going to be very interested in what you have to say. Whilst you're actually there, during the conversation, you say, look, I'll tell you what, just to show you exactly what I do, I've actually done a report for you on your website and how it's ranking. Now, I've looked at your Google Places listing, and your Google Places listing isn't on page 1, but we can put that right. Your website is showing a lot of problems, and the biggest problem with this website is that he's not got accountant Newport or Newport in his website, so he's just concentrating on accountant, which is the sort of thing that Yell would do. I'd like to see the traffic coming in from Yell rather than the web, because obviously they lose customers that way. It's pretty logical, really. So there's a lot wrong with this site, but basically it isn't focusing on Newport, and these are easy things that we can put right. So, you know, this is very important for us to look at, and when we're sat down with this customer, he is going to be extremely interested. And you notice I said customer then, because once he sees this report, he is going to become a customer, I'm absolutely certain. So where else do we go to sell these reports? I've just looked at marketing companies Newport, okay, and you can see I've clicked on one here. The reason I've not gone for that one, that's a national marketing company just targeting Newport. This one here is actually a local business, so if we hit him, and his website is actually quite good, and you know, he's ranking page 1 of Google, so he knows what he's doing, but however, he's going to have lots and lots of other clients, and we can really simplify his job by showing him one of our reports from Page One Infiltrator. Maybe we can find some example sites here and we can do a report on those. Now, this guy's going to be particularly interested because he doesn't know this software exists. It's on the Warrior Forum. Most of these local marketing businesses don't use the Warrior Forum, but we do. Now, Page One Infiltrator is actually going on to ClickBank in October. Now's the time to get on board with this, really. It really is, because we have a huge opportunity here to help this guy out with his business as well. And there are loads and loads of marketing companies just like it that would be very interested in this. So how much would you sell a report like this to this guy for? Well, first of all, drop them a line. Maybe they've got a contact form, which most of us have. Just fill in the contact form, say I'm a search engine optimization analysis expert and I am local to you, and it would be great if we could work together. Okay, you notice I'm saying it would be great if we could work together. I'm not saying I've got reports for you and you're going to love them. I'm saying it would be nice, if you like, if we could work together. We've got him on board now because he's going to respond to that, because we're in the same business and he's going to be interested in what we're doing as much as we're interested in what he's doing. We've now got a relationship with this guy here. Now, when I go across to him, I'll bring one of the Page One Infiltrator reports with me. Maybe I can find one of his websites on here, because normally they've got some examples. We could go along to Alexa, find out what the keywords are for Angel's Care. It's not difficult to work out what their keywords are. Now, this is ranks.nl. This is a site I often use for search engine optimization purposes. Home care. This is a home care business, okay? His main keyword is home care, Vale of Glamorgan services, Angels. So they're actually home care people. So we can work out from ranks really what they're actually targeting. We can go across to Alexa and we can put this in Alexa as well, and that will tell us, if they've got enough traffic, exactly what their main keywords are and what keywords are growing. We know that if we put in home care for that domain, then it would give us a report based on the keyword home care, and we could see how he's ranking against his top 10 competitors on Google, and we could take that report with us. But we wouldn't leave it. We would not leave that report with that marketing company. We just show them what we do and take it back with us. You're probably going to get a phone call the next day saying, you know, I was really interested in that report. Can I see it again? Well, that's the time to start saying, well, you can, but what I actually do is I sell these reports to local marketing businesses, and they're going to be very interested, and just point out that you can actually produce 5, 6, maybe 7 different reports for different keywords in the local area, showing them exactly what they need to do to get their web pages up the first page of Google. That's how you can sell that report to local marketing companies, okay? That's Andrew Turford. We've seen him as well. Here's his places listing. Can you see what's wrong with the places listing? Andrew Turford and Company. I would have put Andrew Turford and Company, Accountants, Newport. Okay, or maybe just accountants. You're not really supposed to put Newport in there. There's his address there. Fine, no problems with that one. He's got one landline number there. Accounting activities. What the hell does accounting activities mean? So it's no wonder he's not in the Magic 7 on Google Places or Google Plus Local as it is now. So let's have a look at photos. What photos has he got? He's got no photos. So a set of 10 search engine optimized photos uploaded to that. A little bit more about the guy rather than accounting activities. That's ridiculous. A sentence there which is search engine optimized with the main keyword, which is accountants Newport, and its latent semantic indexing keywords in that sentence as well, would almost immediately push that one up the first page of the Magic 7 on Google. So this is an easy fix on his places listing. So now we look at the next client that I managed to get over the weekend. This is a solicitor. I mean, can you believe that these websites still exist? I mean, look at it. I mean, it's absolutely rubbish. Now he tells me that this is about 6 years old. That site's 6 years old. Well, it looks more like 10 years old to me, but there we go. But he's paid good money for this, all right? And he pays a fee every year to have it updated. It's ridiculous, it really is, because we can do so much better than that very, very quickly for this guy. That's their website. Let's have a look at their places listing. Lau Cali, wrong name. That should be Cali Lau if they're going for family lawyers or solicitors, or if they're going for conveyancing. That's what it should be, okay? Not just Lau Cali. That's ridiculous. That's their address there. Lawyer. It makes no sense. The main keyword for the UK is actually solicitor. So once again, this one's not appearing in the Magic 7, and it's a very, very easy fix. Photos on this one? No, there's no photos. There's nothing. I mean, just lawyer, one word. Again, a search engine optimized sentence in there using the main keyword of solicitor and any other keywords that they feel that they are, like for family lawyer, for example, or family solicitor, divorce solicitor, that type of thing in there. Even that's going to pop itself at the Magic 7. Put some citations on it. And by the way, I've got a new list of citation sites, the top 50 for the US and the top 50 for the UK, and they're actually graded by how effective they are. I'll get that across to you guys as soon as I can. I'm working on that one at the moment, as I'm working on this chap here, which is the Google Plus Mass Control. You know, it's a very big document. It's already 27 pages long. I'm working very hard. I've got to do the screenshots to go with this as well now. And as soon as this is done, as your bonus for people that have bought Page One Infiltrator, you can get this document as well. And I'm going to show you how to use Google Plus, not only to get clients, but also to get yourself a bit of a following really in the business and make you stand out from the rest of the crowd by using Google Plus and some of the other social networks, because we already understand how important this social interaction actually is. That's that document. It's coming to you, trust me. I've just got to get it finished. It's already a very big document, a lot bigger than I planned. Now, this is another new client that I got, and again, I can't believe that people have still got websites that look like this. I've spoken to this company here, which is the company that built it. This is a static website. There are no pages on this. It's one. If you hit prices, it's still the home domain. I mean, who the hell builds static websites in this day and age? I've got no idea. It is absolutely awful. This guy's on board with me now, and we're going to start working with him next week. Here's his places listing. There's a little bit more in here than the other guys, but from the owner. Pass Out Us is a driving school based in Newport, South Wales that teaches people to drive safely. Wow, that's not doing anything. Photos. He's got photos on his websites, but the guy that actually did his website for him hasn't bothered to put it in his places listing because he did this as well. I mean, just how bad is that? It's awful. So that's a driving school. These companies still exist, and it's really, really hard to find websites quite this bad, but they're coming out of the woodwork for me at this moment in time. Now this guy here, J North Photography, you know, I mean, how bad is that website? It's black. It looks absolutely awful. He's come along to us as well. I spent some time with this chap over the weekend running through what he actually wants. He's actually a wedding photographer, and he doesn't rank anywhere for wedding photography. He's got 3 photos, and that's it. If you do the about there, again, very, very little here as far as the keywords and latent semantic indexing keywords are. I've not been able to look inside this site yet. This is how bad these things actually are, and you just can't believe it. We can go through local businesses, looking on page one of Google first. We just go back to Google. An accountant, and I'm showing you how to do that. Now, how about if we go for a solicitor? Look for Solicitor Newport. That's the generic term for it. There's only 3 in the Magic 7 for Solicitor Newport. I know a solicitor which is actually called, and I can tell you now, they're actually not on the first page, so I'm looking for it, and they're not there. Harding Evans, no, they're not there. As soon as I find them, I'll tell you who they are, because I used them. They did a particularly bad job for me. And they're not even on page 2. All 3, it's Gartsides is the name, by the way. There. They're actually on page 4 of Google for Solicitors Newport, one of the biggest and oldest solicitor firms in Newport. That's how easy it is to find these people. Okay, they're not on the first page of Google, they're not in places. We can go along and see them, make an appointment. Just say who you are. You can ring them if you want to, send them an email, use the contact form, whatever you want to do. Now, I said that I wanted to show you a new tool that I'm actually using at this moment in time. I'll put the link below because it's hard to find. This tool is actually in beta, and I was invited to come along and participate with the beta testing of this site. But you can do that as well, and this is at this moment in time absolutely free to use. Okay, so there's no charge. I'm sure it will be a chargeable tool one day, but now at this moment in time you can get in there. Okay, so I've run a report for Andrew Turford and Company. He's got 133 citations. 38 is the average for his competitors, so most of the work for this guy is already done for us. It's his Google plus local listing that's really, really bad, and that needs to be altered. He needs some reviews, and obviously he needs to have 10 photographs uploaded that are search engine optimized onto that site. This has done the report for me. I'll give it a second because it's running a bit slow at the moment. Okay, view report. Let's have a look at this report now. This is a lovely tool, it really is. This is showing us the citations. Okay, Yale.com, that's 91.35 out of 100. It's an important citation to have. Quip, that's 81.33 out of 100. Another important one, Up My Street, 78 out of 100. You see the scorings here? These are how important these sites are to local listings. That's the power of the citation in a score of 0 to 100. Hot Frog, 68.8. Silex, so he's got all these citations, and he really has a load and load of citations, and some of them are very powerful citations, but he's not being pushed up the Magic 7 because his places listing is so bad. I'll put the link for this tool underneath the video so as you can get up there as well whilst it's still in beta. Bright Local, I'm not an affiliate. I came across this site because I was invited to join. You can get lots of free reports. There's a local SEO check up there. It's not as good as the Page One Infiltrator, local search rank checker. See, $99 a month. You can see the value now of Page One Infiltrator, can't you? This is doing the same thing. Can you see there's a citation report there, or citation burst, you know, $3 per citation. We can outsource that for a lot less than that, so this guy's making money from it, and this is a great site in fairness. There isn't any reason why you can't start to use the free side of that, and I'll put the link underneath the video. So I hope that really sort of sums things up for you with Page One Infiltrator, how we can actually use it to make some money quite quickly by selling these reports on to local businesses themselves, because a lot of these local businesses have actually built their own websites and their own places listings, and they've learned a little bit about things and they're quite happy with it. But you know, you can say, look, your site's not ranking very well, I've got this report for you. If I do the report, it will show you exactly where you need to improve your site to get it ranking again. As easy as that. And they say, oh right, how much do you charge for those reports? Well, £149 or $149 if you like, or you can do it at $99, because you're going to sell lots of these reports to local businesses, and the first one that you sell is going to pay you back handsomely for investing in Page One Infiltrator. Then we can use it to go and find ourselves an accountant, okay, and do a report on his site as well, just like I've done, because accountants, you know, they're very intelligent people, but they know nothing about local marketing and how to market their business. Absolutely nothing. They rely on other people to tell them that. They're very busy people, they're accountants, and they haven't got time to look at websites, but they are wealthy. You don't find a poor accountant. That's your target market. The accountant will pay you handsomely for getting him lots and lots of clients. You can do it as a client base, and I'm going to go through the steps in a later video of how you should meet a client and the questions you should ask them, because these people are interested in return on investment. As easy as that, and that's all we have to focus on when we're seeing local clients. They want return on investment, and if we can show them that we can give them return on investment, be it via leads or be it via actually setting a price and maybe a monthly price for keeping sites on the first page of Google, videos. I mean, we've got all the tools now, haven't we? Let's be frank about this. So that's another way to sell it, okay? Going out to local businesses, selling them the reports, and going out to local marketing agencies that do web marketing and selling those the reports as well, because they don't have these tools at their fingertips. They do, but you know how long it takes to go through them one by one. I'll put the links underneath the video. Ranks.nl is a tool I check really for keyword relevancy with my sites, and I always do it, even if you're using other plugins on your WordPress sites for search engine optimization. It shows you at a glance exactly what your keyword density actually is for each keyword, including your latent semantic indexing keywords, which I keep telling you are very important to have on your page as well. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't bought Page One Infiltrator yet, then I suggest you get out and get it, because it's not going to be about forever, and it certainly isn't going to be this price, because it's going on ClickBank, and I understand that it's going to be close to $100 on ClickBank, so now it is the time to get Page One Infiltrator. John Robbins signing out. Thanks for watching, and I'll be sending you some more very, very useful free stuff in the near future. See you soon.